This podcast is rated R for restricted. Under 17 requires accompanying parent or adult guardian.
Mission 215.
Day.
Yeah, you never know. It's like after it's done, it doesn't really matter how long you lived. You know what I'm saying?
So apparently, you already kind of. I think you've already been affected, Denny.
Woof-oo.
We all gonna die.
Gonna die.
I got a headache and everything's a little blurry. You guys ready to go?
The sun's red. The sun's red. The sun's red. Boop boop boop.
Sun's red. Oh, fuck yourself. Sun's red.
What's that song, guys? There's a song in my head. It goes boop boop boop. Have you guys heard that song before?
Boop. Red sun. Red sun. Nowhere. Nowhere.
Brian, go fuck yourself. Fuck you. There's smoke in the air tonight, folks.
Oh God.
This has got to be the beginning of the episode now.
It's got to be out of context.
No, I haven't been recording, but
I've been drinking all fucking day.
Oh,
so
nice.
I don't know about
Really?
you. Yeah, at work
Wait a
too.
minute.
Don't care.
I had to go get me another Gatorade. Hold on, I am sick, so I don't
I'm
get to
at
drink fun
work.
stuff.
Bummer.
Drinking. I went to lunch, had 3 beers, got back, got a ping from a coworker. Hey, we're doing happy hour in room 205. I said, I'll be over there in a second. Get there. They're doing shots of tequila, fucking sitting there with a
What?
whiskey drink. Oh, yeah.
All
You
right,
guys ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
it looks like you're trying to start a podcast. Would you like some help with that?
Click. Tell me what to do, paperclip. You son of a bitch.
Well, first, what you need to do is come up with an original idea and be entertaining. Oh, nope. We'll
Shit.
wait. We'll
All right.
wait.
Yeah. Welcome and apologies. Our integrity is gone now because we're watching a movie
What?
that is
Bad.
bad.
Bad. We have chosen to
This
watch
is
a
my
bad
fault,
movie.
and I apologize up
Denny,
front because
yes.
I feel kind of bad about it, but also I think I needed it. I needed a reset here after the general Wild Strawberries and the Elephant Man. I don't know. I needed a little Nicolas Cage in my life, and I don't think Nicolas Cage is in any of the top 250 movies. So we typically
He shouldn't be. He better not be.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. We can talk about Nick
No,
Cage
he's bad.
later. He's
Oh,
awesome.
he's awful.
No,
He's terrible.
disagree.
Oh, he's terrible.
Disagree.
Wait,
But typically-
I like Nicolas Cage, but I have thoughts about his performance in this particular movie.
Yes.
Good. I can't wait to hear those.
But typically we watch the best movies ever made, and we're taking a break because
As
we can
rated by
do whatever
IMDb
we want.
users.
Yes.
And we can blame the IMDb users. Now we blame Denny.
Yes. And I blame the IMDb users. So by association, it's all the
Right.
IMDb users' fault.
They look what you made him do.
I know.
Users.
Yeah.
Look what you made him
Goddamn users.
Why? But this week, we are watching a movie made in the 90s, directed by the second highest grossing director of all time, starring 2 Oscar-winning actors and 1 4-time Oscar Best Actor nominee. And this movie is a 1996 movie, The Rock, directed by Michael Bay.
do. Right.
Yeah. It has
Woo!
Quentin Tarantino's name on it. It's got Aaron Sorkin's
Yeah.
name on it. And this movie is, I don't know.
What did Sorkin do?
He was an uncredited screenwriter, as was Tarantino.
Oh, right. They had like 7 or something, right?
Yeah. And they had like feuds with the Writers Guild and who could be credited and all that stuff, but we're getting into it too quick.
Well,
I don't even want to go first this
impressions.
time because
Well, wait.
Yeah.
You're going to be positive though. I thought, and you chose this one, so
I am going to be positive.
I kind of think maybe you should go first.
Oh, TC, should I go first?
Yes.
'Cause I'm not going to be positive.
Do you guys like bad? Let me ask you this. Do you guys like bad action movies? And by bad, I mean certifiably bad, but also really good.
If it's a really bad good movie,
Yeah.
then yes.
What's a bad good?
This one?
Yes.
Is it bad? Good?
Yeah, right. No, it's
Yeah.
terrible. but it's
I
it's
thought
good.
I thought it was bad, really myself.
Oh
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it's bad, but it's good
Yeah.
because the one-liners are fantastic.
but it's bad,
They're-
but it's
Jeez.
good, bad,
it's
good.
bad, but it's bad
Hey,
good.
wait! You didn't even do and joining me or we introduce ourselves.
Oh,
did
I'm
you?
sorry. I'm one of your hosts.
Did we even introduce the podcast?
No,
I
mean,
don't
we
know.
did.
Who cares?
You
We're
just
doing The
started-
Rock right now, John.
Yeah,
Don't
John,
ruin it.
Jesus.
Started
What we typically
apologizing all
do
over
doesn't
yourself.
apply to what we're doing right now,
well
right?
then,
But John,
no
what do we
rules.
typically do? Go for it.
Well, typically you say welcome to the Mission 250 podcast, and then joining me are and we introduce ourselves.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I'll
this
say
isn't
that.
on the
Welcome
list. This
to the
one's not on
mission.
the list. This one's not on the list, so it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
right.
We're doing a whole different
Okay,
thing.
let's start.
Off
Let's
the
start.
script,
Ready?
Totally off track. No.
I am one of your hosts,
welcome.
Captain John Patrick Mason, General Chef.
General, joining me
And joining me are.
Cut the chit chat, a-hole.
That's how he says it. He says, cut the chit chat, a-hole.
a-hole. Yeah,
Right.
right. It's the emphasis
I'm
on
sorry.
the a-hole.
I'm
A-hole.
sorry. I don't have the acting chops that Nicolas
No,
Cage was
no, you don't.
putting on display here.
So, John, what do we typically do, though? In case people are curious and want to listen to other
Typically
episodes.
we pick a movie. We're froze the top 250 movies of all time as rated by IMDb users. Every week we watch a film, we comment on it, and have trivia and facts and whatnot. This week, however, we just went off the rails because I think we've had maybe one too many
I've
serious
been losing
films.
it. It's my fault.
Yeah, Denny's been having a hard time keeping it together. We've all been worried about him.
And they gave me the rock as a
And,
Christmas present. God damn it.
Right. So
Right.
so we all said, Denny, what do you want to do? Just put the rope down and tell us what you want to do. And he said, I want to watch The Rock. So,
Hey, John, don't be a loser. Because
Yeah.
they always whine about their best, but winners.
winners.
They go home and fuck the prom.
they're fucking
Carlo
the
was
prom
the
queen.
prom
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I had that other line written down too because I thought that was so
I
terrible.
love that. That's my I died. I was laughing
that's
hysterically.
exactly what a British agent would say.
Fuck the prom queen. Oh, yeah.
My girl was the prom queen.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh man.
See, John, you think those are bad? Those are why that's good. Just flip your perspective on it and just make that good because that's good.
Yeah, right.
Who else would do that? I don't know. We can get into that later. So my gushing, I guess I'm just going to gush the entire time. But
Gush
this
away,
movie,
go.
I think most of what it does, and I thought both you guys would think it was fun. I thought Naomi would think it was fun. She got through most of it, but then at one point she just stood up and she's like, that's enough. And she left. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Why?
this is just terrible.
Yeah,
I
it's like,
can't
what
even
what
do
has
this.
changed?
Oh.
And she's like, it's
Where
all
are you
bad.
going, baby?
Yeah, why are you leaving? It was like she left during the part where they fell through the ground and there was like a minecart chase scene out of
Wait,
absolutely
hey.
nowhere.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Naomi a prom queen?
No.
Loser.
Wow.
Was Nikki a prom queen?
No.
Loser!
Boom. You're a bum.
He's still got a chance, TC. Go
I
find
got
yourself
nothing.
a prom
you, think
queen.
you think I went to a prom with a woman? I went by myself. No. Hey, I go to dances by myself.
I feel like anybody who was a prom queen in high school that is single now had at least one terrible divorce.
Possibly.
Hey, but they were queen
Yes.
and king
And
all
they
on
got
the
a
same
crown.
day.
Yeah. And they never had it so good as that day. And it really destroyed them for the rest of their lives.
Oh, yeah. Living in, you peak at high school. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Isn't that most of us?
No, I mean,
No, I don't
I'm still hoping to peak at
I feel
some
like I was
point.
doing a lot better in high school than
I'm
I am
still
now.
hoping that somehow the best years of my life are going to happen, but they
Remember when I
haven't.
had all the talent and none of the problems? Yeah, that was high school.
Oh, all right. No, I remember when no one liked me and I was insecure and it wasn't good.
See, that hasn't changed for me. So I don't know.
And now I live in the middle of nowhere.
And
People
now I have to
don't
watch
even know
the
me, so
fucking
they
Rock.
can't dislike me.
Yeah, I gotta
It's
watch The
dark
Rock.
and cold.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least you're not in California where you can't breathe and like quarter of the state's on
Right.
fire.
No, I'm grateful. Oh man,
Yeah.
sorry you guys.
Oh. Yeah, so every part you probably are going to say is bad, I think I'll agree with you that it's bad, but I love it. It's like, it's consistent and it's hilarious. Everything that Nicolas Cage says is so out of control and like, it doesn't, his acting is like terrible. Like,
bad.
it's so bad.
Oh my God.
And the way he
is so
delivers
bad. It is
lines
really
is
bad.
hilarious because it's like, this is a big budget movie that made a ton of money and people in general aren't watching it and being like, what the fuck is he doing? They're like, this is pretty
Right.
entertaining. You're
And-
like, what are you
and this-
talking about?
I think this is my primary gripe with the film too, because like I think even they had this idea that Nick Cage was going to be kind of a nerd, kind of a cowardly nerd sort of thing, and they thought that was awesome. But no matter what Nick Cage does, he can't help acting like a badass in this film anyway.
Yeah.
Even though he's like, he thinks this is this great idea that he's not going to swear, but he still is always acting like a badass, even when he's like not swearing or whatever. And it just annoys
I'm
the
just a
hell out of me.
biochemist.
Yeah.
What say you cut me some freaking slack, man?
Right. No kidding.
Cut me
He's
some
like,
friggin' slack.
like, I know what it's like to be a cowardly nerd. He's not doing that.
Hey, man. Hey.
He's like being this really weird combination of badass cowardly nerd. It's just very strange. It's like,
cowardly nerd. Yeah, sits around with his shirt off and like has a super hot girlfriend.
With the fucking name Goodspeed.
Yeah.
And he's got like a
Mind you.
rooftop penthouse apartment. Come on.
Right.
He's not a nerd.
Yeah, I'm cowardly nerd, but I'm going to kick
I don't know.
out.
Have you ever met
I'm
nerds?
still cool,
They usually
man.
have good money.
Dude, he straight up beats
yeah.
up like Navy SEALs in this movie, like hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
He beats them.
Bro, you ever studied biology? Come on. You're ready.
Yeah.
You're ready to go at all times. Your name is Goodspeed, for Christ's sake.
No kidding.
I'm ready to fight, if that's my name, at all times.
At all times. So it doesn't change.
Doesn't change.
It's like,
No way.
just keep,
Doesn't
you
change.
watch.
Yeah.
You meet me years from now. Same name.
Dude,
I
same
promise you.
name, same fucking go attitude. Anyways, I've been drinking all day. I don't know if you can tell.
Nice.
I like the energy. It's good.
It's the carbs.
It's the carbs.
It's just
Anywho.
not that alcohol. that'll
I know
get
I'm
you, it's the
rambling. I'm
carbs,
complaining.
man.
I'm sorry. What's your news, baby?
So yeah, keep going, Danny. Go.
Keep going. I mean,
I'm just reading the quotes. That's all I'm
Yeah.
going to do the whole podcast. It's going to be great.
What's your
Sean
news,
Connery
baby?
is the man in this movie. I think he knows what movie he's in. I think he's perfect for it. A lot of the other actors are pretty terrible. Like
I
Womack.
agree.
Womack.
There was going to be a sequel about Sean's character.
Wait, did you watch the commentary, John?
No. I did hear that there was like a contemplated sequel. It was mentioned, I think, on the wiki page.
Yeah. Michael Bay. The commentary in this is legendary.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
It has Ed Harris, Nicolas Cage, Michael Bay, one of the producers, and an ex-Navy SEAL that helped give like information on set during the filming of the movie.
Wow.
Nick Cage. Listening to Nick Cage was worth it. Worth this entire thing. Just listening to Nick Cage for a quarter of the commentary time he was talking about his acting.
You should have told me. That actually would.
I can send you
cool.
I bought the Blu-ray for the I can send it to you because I'm probably not going
I
to watch
think.
this
Well,
again
I
anytime
still have
soon.
the DVD that might have the commentary. I don't know because
If it's Criterion, it has it. Believe it or not, this is Criterion.
Yep. Classic.
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It probably doesn't hurt that this is one of the first R-rated movies I ever saw. So there's a special place in my heart for it.
Became a man that day.
It was R for violence. There was no like sexy in
They
it,
had
was there?
sex in it.
Really? What?
Hey,
Did
he
they
fucked
have
his girlfriend when he got
sex
the
in?
phone call.
Ooh,
Oh, right.
fucky.
But it was. I didn't. Do we have boobs? I didn't know
No.
even there were boobs.
No
You saw
boobs.
Nick Cage's nipples? Got some nipples.
Hey, got some brown areola.
Yeah.
He's got that star of chest hair.
Ooh, a
that
nice
he's
little
got.
star. You think that was
My
kept or you
name's
think it's natural?
Goodspeed until I'm naked.
And then I'm less aerodynamic.
And then
so
I'm
medium speed.
shithead. I don't know.
We're gonna have a baby. I don't want to have a
I
baby.
don't know. And then he becomes fucking like, Rocky. Wait, what? No, you're fucking, that's not you. Wrong character.
I meant it when I said it.
Okay, I've got some bad news and some really bad news. The bad news is the gas is corrosive and it's eating our suits. Shit! Fuck! I remember sitting there. I remember that quote. I was just like, oh my God, they're eating the suits. He's eating the suits. We're fucked. Ladies and gentlemen, someone
Suits
call
are eating
Connery.
them.
The whole movie's over.
Will they
They're
ever
eating
get
the
out of this
suits.
situation?
Or that
God
moment in
damn
the
it.
end where he puts the ball of fucking poison in the guy's mouth and the guy chews it and somehow he doesn't get hit.
Oh, he does,
Unbelievable.
doesn't he?
Oh no, he does. That's
Well,
why he has to
he
stab
has to-
the needle into
But it
his
was
heart,
just,
which
they didn't
apparently-
make it obvious. It was like,
right.
Oh.
I guess Nicholas's heart is sort of more in the center of his chest.
well, it's a callback to the beginning.
Well, he's a vampire. That happens over time.
I guess so. I guess he's got kind of what I don't know what you call that. That's a heart condition where
He
your heart
watched
isn't-
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he was like, it's got to be around here somewhere.
It's like, or it was like more. Maybe it was towards the left, but it was like more lower towards his stomach.
I
It
just
seemed
liked his
he's like-
eyes when it hit the fucking chest and his face
Yeah.
he made. With, That's
Dude,
it.
the funniest part of the entire commentary was when he was talking about his acting decisions for how he moved his body. He's like, it's sort of a Japanese kabuki technique I'm doing here. And you're just like, what are you talking about,
what
dude?
are you fucking? This is how you ended up the way you are, my friend.
Oh man,
Jesus.
I do love Nicolas
He's
Cage. I really do.
delusional.
I don't. He's crazy. Sucks.
He's great.
Bad actor.
He's great. Moonstruck. He was so good in Moonstruck. I loved him. That was
Leaving
a
Leaving
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas. Adaptation.
Las Vegas was good. Yeah, adaptation was
Yeah,
fantastic.
he was
I
great in
loved that film,
Kick-Ass.
too.
He has
Yeah.
a new movie called
I
Mandy.
didn't
That
see
was really
Kick-Ass.
good.
That one got good reviews. I remember hearing that. That
Yeah.
one got good reviews.
Freaky. He's great in something. He was good in that remake of what is it?
Bad
New
Lieutenant.
Orleans. Yeah, Bad Lieutenant. He was great in that. He's great. Depends on who's directing him.
He's
or something.
horrible. Terrible.
Have you seen
Guy's
any of those
the
good
worst.
ones, TC?
I don't care to. He's terrible.
No, he really is the most all over the place actor ever.
Yeah. Yeah, he can be very, very good. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would be great to see him working with good directors if he can sort of like control himself because he's really talented.
And I kind
It
of
makes
like
me think of like it's something I really like about music too. Like you think about like maybe like Paul Westerberg or like the Replacements or somebody like they're the people that are really talented, but they're just off the rails. You know, like bands that can be like that sort of where they're just completely out of control. But they can still do really great things. So yeah, that's something.
Yes,
that for some
everyone
reason it's
overlooks
really-
their shitty personality because they do one
Yeah.
good thing every 10 years. Wouldn't it be
I
nice
know.
to live life like that? Because I don't know, like I do one shitty thing every fucking 2 weeks and I get fucking hated on for it. If I was
know.
more talented, I guess I wouldn't. I'd be like, hey, well, that's just me, bro.
You
And they'd
make
be
a
like,
good
well,
point,
it
you know.
sucks.
Yeah, you make.
But how many of his movies have you seen, TC?
I don't care to know.
But you probably
Yeah.
have seen more of his movies than like anybody else. Really? He has so many like popular ass movies.
Yeah.
The Rock, Con Air, Face Off,
The
Snake
Rock.
Eyes, Bringing Out the Dead, Gone in 60 Seconds, Adaptation, National Treasure.
Oh,
Come on.
Bringing Out the Dead.
I don't
Bringing
think
Out
I've
the Dead was
seen
great.
any of those. By the
Bringing
way.
Out the Dead was
Yeah.
Scorsese.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was one of
And
his
it
good
was
ones.
really, that was really good.
Yeah. He plays an ambulance driver.
island
You want to see Leo? You want to see Nicolas Cage not act like Leo DiCaprio? It's really good.
Yeah. Wait, does he normally
wait,
act like
what?
Leo, or are you just saying that Scorsese usually brings the Leo out of people?
Yeah, I'm just saying he brings a Leo along.
That was
He
pre-Leo.
actually there is a
That was a
Leo.
pre-Leo
Pre-Leo.
Scorsese.
I know. I know, it's nice.
It was. Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm an actor too. Nicolas Cage. I'm an actor too.
Guys,
No.
pick me.
The only
Pick me.
actor I know is Leo. He's like, no. My name's Nicholas. It's cool. I don't know. I don't like
All right.
fucking. I don't like him at all.
Too bad. Well,
But this movie was hilarious. I mean, I don't even watch this
good.
movie to be serious. This
yeah.
is just
No,
funny.
I don't think you should. John, did you?
No, I mean it certainly has like serious overtones in the sense of, and it's almost one of the good things about the film is they really try to give an angle on the bad guy, and make him somewhat understandable. So I like that, and that sort of I think works against the film. I think it works against the film's craziness. Otherwise, it would be better if he was just crazy, stupid bad guy, because then you could just go along and have fun without seriously like thinking about his struggles. And Ed Harris is good; he's a freaking good actor. So
He is very Ed
Yeah.
Harris, though.
yeah, of course, he's always Ed Harris. Fair enough. But that sort of like went the wrong direction for the film. I think that sort of pulls it down from being as campy as it could be. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it aged well. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was hoping to. I thought it might be a lot more fun, and I ended up being a bit more annoyed.
You're also sick.
Yeah, I am not happy. So there is that.
Life
So,
does
like,
suck.
Predetermined unhappiness
Yeah, I'm sick.
Doesn't get fixed by
one
this
of my
movie.
kids is sick.
Jesus.
So yeah,
Let me guess, your
So,
kid is the one who got you sick.
probably.
Yeah.
Cut me some
Yeah.
freaking slack. Jesus.
I love it. I love
man.
it. I mean, I don't know. You know, he's really. I don't. That's what I love about Nick Cage. I think he's like just going for it when he's doing that. He's really
And he's
trying.
really bad. And
He
he's
is.
so bad.
But he's
'Cause
really
trying his best.
man. He's really trying.
Yeah, we can all
I-
see you trying your best, but it's not good enough to be seriously taken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Fuck,
don't know.
man. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
I'm
That's
just
what
this
I always
little
felt whenever
cowardly
he-
nerd.
Yeah, whenever he got mad, it was always like, I felt like that inner kid, like, oh, I'm so mad. I'm so angry. Oh, fuck you. That's what, and like, it's never serious. It's so hard to take him seriously.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sean Connery is just Sean Connery the whole time.
Yeah, he's great.
That I have one major issue is when at the end there when they're on the where he lets Sean go. You're dead. The whole thing, right? They've got a close up of Nick, and then he says a couple things, and fuckface Sean Connery's right next to him, and then they kind of cut, but then they cut back to the close up, and then they cut back to a wide angle, and Connery is like
way in the background,
200 feet away, yeah, and like it
crossing
just
a bridge.
happened. They were like across a bridge, over another building, looking from afar, giving a wink from fucking 1,000 feet away. And he got there in literally the time it took to cut from shot
time
to
lapse.
shot.
Time lapse.
Oh,
That's all.
He's a goddamn ninja, TZ. Come on.
I was like, I just imagined what it would really take to do that. So I was like, okay, so when the shot cuts, he would have had to sprint as fast as he can to that far distant land that
And
he
also,
ended up in.
like Nicolas Cage doesn't see him then, so he does it just for the camera.
And so it's like all of a sudden he's that far away and he's not out of breath. He's not uncomfortable. He's just there.
Believable. Sean Connery, God among
Totally
men.
believable. Michael Bay, fucking A. That scene must have been double the amount of length, and everyone was like, we can cut this down all the way. Just cut it so that he's all the way over the other side, and we'll just move on.
Yeah, they can't start
Does
doing
that
long
look-
shots towards the end.
That looked so unbelievable. It was ridiculous. I was like, what? He was just next to him.
That's what you're complaining about?
Two cuts.
That's the one part?
Oh, absolutely.
What about getting hit with a missile from a jet and just like safely flying through the air across an island into the water and being okay?
But that's already so fantastical. I can see the edge of it, right? Like, but this was like a total normal cut. Like, we all know that explosion scene was ridiculous. So, like, we can take it as far as we want. But this was him being next to him in 1 second. And
what
then
if he had like
being
a
mile
Segway
away
or something, like a motorized
Ooh,
scooter?
like a little scooter.
Yeah,
like a little scooter.
or maybe just
Yeah.
those sneakers with wheels in them.
Okay.
He had like a pair of
Okay.
rollerblades, or maybe a
That's right.
longboard, or bicycle
Okay.
even, or maybe like a
Okay.
jet ski. I don't know. There's
I
definitely an
don't-
explanation
you-
for it. That it's not
You're
a
not
valid reason to
selling me
dislike
on
this movie.
this. Yeah, this movie is just bad, but it's good. It's good, bad, bad,
I mean,
bad,
all right,
bad, good.
TC, if you're gonna start nitpicking that type of crap, let's start picking the rest of the type of crap because I think there's a lot there.
Wait, though. Before we do that, is
Uh-oh.
there more? Let's more positive stuff from you, Denny, because we kept interrupting you. So I don't know if you'd like to gush a little more before we nitpick.
I think the action's pretty good. I think the action music is not bad and somewhat iconic. I mean, if you're talking about a crappy, and I use crappy with love, 90s action movie, this is like probably one of the best ones, I would imagine, right? I mean, if you put it next to like Con Air, this is better than Con Air, better than
Is
Face
it?
Off. I think this
Is
one's
it?
better than Con Air.
Is
yeah.
it? I liked Face Off.
I remember liking Face Off and Con Air. I remember liking Con Air a lot. And then again, I don't know. I thought I liked The Rock a lot. I don't think it aged well, so I don't know if I were to watch those again. And God, I don't know if this should prompt us doing a trilogy viewing here. So I'm worried about posing the question.
I wouldn't dare.
Welcome to the Michael Bay podcast, where
Welcome to the Blow Up Podcast.
The Michael
where
Bay
we
Nick Cage
just
collaboration
talk in
podcast.
Sean Connery's voice and we blow things up.
that's right.
We're over the next
Because
5
we
weeks, we're going to be
can.
watching all of the movies that Michael Bay and Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
made together.
Don't you get your face off.
Yes, that's the tagline of the
Oh,
poster.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll sprinkle more positivity, and I don't have to put it
Go.
all in front. Stupid parts of the movie, when they're in that cage that TC was talking about earlier and the gas thing starts going off. What type of container is it where it's a baby that sprays the gas out of its mouth? What is the reasoning behind that?
Who made that in the beginning?
Yeah.
Who drafted that? Yeah.
First of all, it
what's
seems
the CAD
dangerous.
drawing?
And are they
Yeah.
trying to poison? Who are they trying to poison? Are they trying to like transport gas in that way that has like?
Yeah, the idea, I guess, that they were transporting chemical weapons, but if you mess with the baby's going to spit.
What is it? He doesn't even do anything though, right? He like kind of grabs
Right.
it and he's like, "Look at the baby! Look at the baby!"
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, I thought he did something with
That
it. but
intern
yeah, I
should
don't
be
know.
fired, by the way. He's new to the job and he's fucking around. And they,
Right.
like, Jesus Christ. And also,
Yeah,
the acting
yeah.
in that scene was pretty terrible, too. He's like, "You want me to stick this thing in my heart?" Like, fire the actor. Get somebody else. Anybody can do better than
All right,
that. Come
and
on.
Next
I
guy,
know.
next guy. No, you know what it was? Is they already had shot the scene where Nicolas Cage did it. So they're like, we need you to be worse.
Yeah,
We need you to be way worse.
He's gonna be
You
a
know what?
star.
Okay.
Hey, like,
Look.
dude, you were too believable. You're really making Nick look bad.
you are a good actor. He's a shitty actor. So we're going to show you the scene he did. Now do worse than this, okay? Got it. Cool.
Wait,
On it.
so no. So they weren't trying to transport chemical weapons because it was attached to a time bomb, right?
Ooh,
So
time
were they
bomb.
sending it? The only place. What the fuck? What the kind of scenario would want like a chemical weapon and also a bomb?
Are you questioning your own movie that you love?
Well,
Yes.
again, even Michael
all
Bay
collapsing around
himself
me.
admits
Wow.
there's huge holes and plot holes in this film.
Well, that's what we're doing. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Let's do it.
And go.
And start. What else? What else you got, John? Huh?
hmm,
Nothing.
I
Yeah.
did not pay attention. I did not
Yeah.
care. I already I was
Yeah.
not expecting anything to be realistic, so I was fine.
Womack.
Oh, you know what? The little like thin little cord in that scene where Sean Connery like throws the guy over the
the little
hotel balcony, little tiny rope. You don't. How the hell do you pull somebody up by that little tiny rope? You don't. You don't even hold on to that little
No,
rope.
the rope would have broken half a long
Also, if you
time
just tie it
ago.
around loosely, a chair thing, that thing's
Yeah.
gonna like this either gonna break the chair immediately
Yeah.
or it's gonna come undone immediately, and the guy's just gonna fall.
Yeah.
He's not even gonna slow
Yeah.
down. He's just gonna fall
Right.
straight down.
It's over. It's a little tiny thin rope. Nothing. It's gone.
If
Yeah.
that did happen in that way, though, that would really fuck up your wrist permanently.
Yeah. Either way.
Oh, yeah. He'd be
Yeah,
fucked.
you-
And Womack was
Serious
fine
rubber.
during the rest of the movie. That Womack's got some thick
Right.
wrists, I'll tell you.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing, if somebody is trapped in a minecart and you stand above them and you shoot a gun into the minecart, they're going to die. That's what's going to
They're
happen.
when does that
gonna
happen?
die.
A couple of times where Nicolas Cage is trapped in the minecart, people are standing above him, looking into the minecart, shooting in the minecart.
No,
It's
he's
like fishing
across
a
the
barrel.
way. He's across the way.
No. He's like standing above him a couple of times.
No.
It's like you don't
no,
shoot
it was an
into the
elevator one. The
minecart.
dangly one? You're talking about the dangly one, right?
I mean, both times where poor little Nick was like trapped in the
Poor little
minecart,
Nicky.
afraid. Yeah, he
Poor
was trapped in the
little
minecart.
Nick.
Somebody was standing above him, shooting down.
I don't
into
know
the
about that,
minecart.
Sean. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just saying. Somebody you're trapped in the minecart. Somebody is above you, shooting down. You're dead.
I agree, but that's
done.
not what happened in the movie, John. You
Can't
weren't paying
get
really?
attention.
done.
Really?
I mean, they were
You
either
don't think
really
so?
far ahead of them and they were chasing each other in the cart, or he hopped in that dangly one, and that thing was up high. It was a
Was
ceiling
it?
suspended dangly one.
All right. Well, if that is what if that is what actually happened, then I concede. But
Upon multiple
that-
viewings, that is the conclusion.
If that person had the high ground and you're shooting down into a minecart, he should be dead over and over and over again.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you think they'd bounce back? I don't know if they'd bounce back. Wouldn't they just stop?
Yeah, it'd bounce all around inside.
I don't
You'd be
think so.
dead.
It wouldn't be like a cartoon. It would just stop.
No, if you're standing above them and shooting down, like all the ricochets would happen in the cart, you'd be dead.
Yeah, but if it's a 90-degree ricochet, doesn't it stop? I don't know anything about ricochets, but I
I
thought they
don't
were
know
like
anything about
lancing
ricochets. Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know.
that was the other thing. It just, for me, watching that scene was like, he's dead. He's in a minecart. He's like in a little box, and you're shooting down
He's
in
in
a
a
box.
box, man.
Hey, can you guys give me your best Sean Connery? What do you got?
I didn't practice.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know what you're talking about.
Losers always talk about doing their best,
Yeah.
and winners go home.
Winners go home.
Fuck the prom queen.
Fuck the prom. Yeah, I can't even do it. Oh,
do they have
Oh, fuck
proms in
yourself.
England or in Scotland?
It's
or
probably
wherever the
some
hell he's
weird
from?
name.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I
like-
just have to imagine that. You
How
know.
about Denny? Go, your turn.
Shower, shave, feel of sun on my face.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad.
All you have to do is
Um,
just turn all of your S's into S's.
Yeah. Timmy, what do you got, Timmy? Timmy?
Fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck about Sean Connery or Nicolas Cage. Fuck you.
What?
What?
No, that's not. What? That's not even. That's
I know.
not even.
Is
I
that
don't
English?
give a fuck.
That's the most we've ever heard out of Timmy, so I'm still happy about that. That's pretty
I don't like
eloquent,
Sean
Timmy.
Connery. Fuck you.
What? It's like a mix between Adam Sandler and some fucking asshole next to the highway. You know, it's about that's Timmy.
He's outside next to a highway.
Yeah.
I fucking use a couple bucks, thanks.
He's yelling at cars going 65 miles an hour.
Instead of holding a sign that says like "Please help," it's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Fuck you. I could use a couple bucks. Just need to get to Leominster.
you know, that kind of shit."
Insulting everybody.
Yeah,
anyway.
insulting everybody and talking about a place that's nowhere near where he is.
Toolbox, fuck you.
Ah, fuck you. Could you
Right,
use
oh
a
my-
good ride
fuck
to
you
Alaska?
Too. Fuck you
Oh,
too. God
fuck.
bless.
Yeah. Oh, shit, you haven't been to Vancouver? Me either, but I'd like to go. Here's a couple bucks, thanks. No, I don't need any booze. Actually, I can take a booze. Thanks for the booze. I'll take the booze, thanks.
Anything helps. God bless. Fuck you.
Yeah, God bless, but not really, because fuck God, you know what I'm saying? But like, hey, Sean Connery, right?
Yeah, it's Timmy.
Oh, God.
Hey, thanks for joining,
Hey,
Timmy.
Timmy.
We
good,
really appreciate
good to have you
it.
back, Timmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your fucking hat somewhere else. No one's giving you money.
Yeah.
You
No,
loser.
I mean, poor Timmy making money by the interstate exit.
Yeah.
This is where people turn off the highway. It must
I
be a
know.
good place to get money.
It is. They stack up there. That's where you see them.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Fuck yeah.
Jay, don't swear at the people though, man. That makes it worse.
Fuck you. Wow, well, fuck you. What do they know? I don't give a shit. Give me a buck.
You know, that kind of guy. I love Timmy. He's my alter
drooling on
ego
my
that I
notes.
just follow. Yeah, I just follow, into alter ego
Yeah.
when I'm upset. It's
Timmy
called-
is hilarious.
you.
It also makes me sad and makes me scared all at the same time.
Timmy is very depressing and hilarious
Yeah.
at the same time. Yeah.
Let's go back to boring shit, huh? What would the newspaper say
Okay.
the day after the car chase?
Go fuck
Car
yourself.
chase destroys San Francisco.
Suspect
What?
still at large.
Yeah, I guess
15
so.
police officers dead.
Right, along with multiple civilians. Trolley driver miraculously survives flipping trolley.
Yeah, I thought he went up with the trolley. He was like fine after that
he
thing
did.
went up.
He's dead. He's gonna at least have a headache
But he
or
was-
something. But no, he's
Yeah,
good.
Friggin' sprained ankle or something. Come on now.
Yeah.
He apparently knew when it was going to blow up though, and he was riding with save yourselves. I was laughing pretty hard during that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all right.
I mean, were you guys impressed by that chase scene at all? San Francisco streets, kind of sweet.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kinda.
I mean, I was still like, yeah, all right, here's the bookish, cowardly nerd jumping into the Ferrari and hunting down the bad guy.
Oh well, why
Well,
not?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not, indeed?
Nick, can you say that differently and like more normal?
Sure. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
well,
no,
why
Nick,
not?
Listen, Nick,
Yeah.
Nick, listen. You're kind of a nerd, all right? So you're a little nervous. Can you be just kind of a little shy, a little
Hey, so
timid?
your
All right.
motivation here is anxiety, not
Right,
anger. No,
right.
why
Let's
not?
try it again. Let's try it
No,
again.
Nick.
No,
Okay.
no.
Nick, are you listening?
All right,
Okay, Nick, are you listening to me? Okay, Nick, you have to listen. Do you understand the words context coming out? Oh well, why not? Don't say it like that, Nick. It doesn't make
No,
sense
Nick.
saying it like
No,
that.
You do a good Nick, man. You do it. You're right.
No, Nick.
No.
That's
Okay,
not it.
okay.
Why not?
All right.
No,
All right,
that's not it.
That's good, Nick. Nick, that's really good. That's really good. Now we just need you to tone it down a lot.
Lot.
So
A
same
lot.
thing. Thing.
Yeah, a lot. We need to tone it down a lot.
All right, let's try it again. Try it again.
Hey, so whatever you're doing right there, don't do that. Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, or do
sure.
a
Why
lot
not?
less of it. All right, next scene. Let's go.
Next
Yeah,
scene.
That's a
director
wrap.
goes, hey, Timmy, come in. You tell him, fuck you. Don't do that anymore. Oh, I get it now. Why not?
No, not Keanu Reeves, you fucking idiot. That's all we're trying to do here, either, you fuck.
Oh, why not? There you go. Everyone claps. They move on to the
Yeah.
next scene. Right. No one ever did that. So we got
No.
that shit instead. Why
And
not?
that shot was lost in a fire, so they had to go back to the original takes. It was a very sad day.
Yeah.
Hey. But Sean
Hey.
Connery's on set, so we're good.
Yeah, Sean Connery was
Yeah.
in this movie because he wanted to work with Nicolas Cage. Believe it or
Aw.
not.
Wait. What?
I was correct in my speaking. Isn't that crazy? This is the
Is that
year
like
after he did Leaving Las Vegas.
Is that a bet?
Oh,
Like someone was
really?
like, hey,
So-
we bet you won't do a movie with Nicolas Cage.
So
He's
TC,
like, oh,
There are
watch
some
me.
people that think Nicolas Cage is a genius, which is
Wait,
very
what?
confusing because I'm pretty sure he's a moron.
He's ridiculous. Have you seen his home?
Have you
Did he-
heard him talk?
Yeah.
Dude, when he talks like about his craft, he sounds like he has no idea what he's talking about.
Wow, maybe he is genius.
Maybe he is
Or
genius.
He's just still like an adult kid, kind of. I mean, and so that doesn't mean he's not talented and not able to do some things, but he also just doesn't have the insight, I guess. I don't know.
Does he do stuff?
Yeah.
too much.
Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
should just do stuff.
So you're telling me that Nicolas Cage, who just do stuff, is more fucking smart than Keanu?
Not necessarily smart, but talented.
Keanu.
That line when he's like, all right, we got the when it burns through the suit, you have 3 seconds to shove this thing in your heart, and he like hands the guy the needle. He's like, don't fuck with me on this. Like, what are you talking
Right.
about? What do you mean fuck with you? Why would he fuck with you on this?
Right. What was he gonna like do? Like sword battles with the
Yeah.
needle or
Hey
something?
Nick, check it out. Clang, clang, clang. Stop
Yeah.
it. We're gonna die.
Look, man! If you throw it straight up, it'll stick in the ceiling, man. Look, he's like,
No,
darts.
we need that. You idiot. You're fucking with me. Wet guns. Is that a problem? What do you guys
What?
think?
What?
They all
guns?
come out of the sewer hole and they all have wet guns. So
I think wet guns are okay.
I think wet guns are fine.
really okay.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about in like No Country when he like goes in the water and he has to come out and like blow into the hole and stuff? Is that something?
That's some old timey bullshit that the Coen brothers thought was cool for the film.
okay. I buy
I'm
it.
pretty sure like the fucking
New guns?
Navy SEALs go into water and then come out of water and their guns
Yeah.
are fine.
Most modern guns, and looking this up, will fire underwater.
Whoa,
Yeah,
really?
I feel like they're machines, so there's no, there's zero.
And-
But don't you need
and
like
place for the
oil
water
to
to
make
go.
the pieces go back and forth?
The cartridge. Well, I don't know if an auto weapon might like mess up at some point, but the cartridge could, and according to the first answer that comes up here on Google, the cartridge contains a primer which explodes when you hit it, and when the primer explodes, it sets off the propellant, which propels the bullet. None of these things need air to work and will operate while wet.
Wow.
Cool.
So there you go, Denny.
Ah, thank
Shows
you.
how much we know about guns, which I'm
Yes.
glad I don't know anything about them because
Yes.
they're awful.
I was curious to how they knew, because I mean these guys are Navy SEALs. They, I assume, have like the best technology or whatever. When they go up into that shower room, and one of the guys is like, "Oh, this is a laser beam thing. And I'm going to talk my way through. I'm going to explain this for no reason, just to explain it to the audience, to other people." And he uses like dentist's mirrors to reflect the laser and then remove the laser. You know,
Uh-huh.
but then the laser has a motion sensor in it. Wouldn't they know that too? If he's so familiar with the device.
Oh, right.
True.
Uh,
Yeah, logically that doesn't make sense.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's all I want.
I mean,
you don't have to try to explain it because this movie is stupid.
They just did this simple thing to be like, they're not going to expect this.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
that-
like the
you
most
just-
complicated thing ever, and he knew how to fix it, but he didn't know that
Right.
the device, which is super complicated, and you have to know how it worked to be able to diffuse it in the way he did, also had a motion
Right.
sensor in it. You know, I
Right.
don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah. But we had to have some reason for why they all had to die in the first place.
It could have been cooler than that. Oh man,
Oh, I know.
have you ever seen violence so glorified as in that shower scene? I can't even think of anything. Like the music that's playing is like patriotic and sad, and everyone's like, "Gah!" Slow motion, almost no blood. We love you. Do it.
I hate
Holster your
that
weapon,
slow-mo
soldier.
shit.
I cannot make that order. What is wrong with you, private? I cannot make that order.
We don't need water. The guns still work. What?
No one asked you, idiot.
That's all we're asking. Okay. Slow-mo again.
Slow mo again. Who do you guys think the best actor in this movie was? Small, big, whoever. Who was the person who like not so
probably-
much like best part for the movie, but like best legitimate acting job? in the movie?
I think Ed Harris.
Really.
Ed Harris was all right. He did his usual Ed Harris thing.
Yeah, he was kind of borderline boring because he was so
He's
much.
true to type, but he did take it seriously, and he brought that. So I would think Sean Connery did fine too. I think, but yeah, I think Ed Harris, like he's the only one that had to actually show like remorse and indecision, and he had to do more complex stuff than anybody else.
Yeah, Dizzy, who would you say?
I like Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean's good. I always like.
I like
Sean
looking
too.
at Sean the
Yeah.
most. I thought that guy that was the hostage was very good, convincingly frightened.
Ah, which guy?
He was the guy when Ed Harris like got a hostage to draw out Sean Connery.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Yeah.
He like knees him, and the guy's like quivering, and his voice is shaking and stuff.
You're right. He seemed really terrified.
Yeah, and it was like a real moment in a movie that has Nicolas Cage running around pulling green balls out of metal cylinders and saying stupid things.
Right?
Yeah.
It does. Yep.
That's what the movie should have been called. Nick Cage runs around
Yeah.
pulling green balls out of metal cylinders and saying
Says
stupid things.
Saying stupid things. Okay.
Colin with Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Part of the commentary was that and I thought this was false in the movie when they said, or one of them said during the commentary that the Alcatraz was originally a Civil War fort. That's confusing,
Yeah.
right? Because I thought the Civil War was fought on like the East Coast.
Right.
Yeah, and we're like the Alcatraz is way the fuck over here.
That's a good point.
But apparently they use it as a prison
Oh, okay.
for
war
Civil War
criminals.
prisoners. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
which is weird. Going through my notes now. What else you guys got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Did you know about the relationship of this movie and the Iraqi chemical weapons program?
No.
A scene from the film featuring Connery and Cage was the basis for incorrect and false descriptions of the Iraqi chemical weapons program. Britain's secret intelligence service was led to believe that Saddam Hussein was continuing to produce weapons of mass destruction by a false agent who based his reports on the Hollywood action movie, according to some inquiries. They basically described balls of chemical fluid being transported around, and nobody does it this way. Nobody has these little clear plastic balls of chemical weapons. That's
It
not
seems
how they
pretty
work.
stupid to me that they
They did it
would.
because they look cool on camera.
But yeah, right, exactly. That's fine. That's all. That's the whole point, right?
An elegant pearl
yeah.
configuration. It's very
Yeah.
unstable.
Or glass containers. It was pointed out that glass containers were not typically used in chemical munitions, and that the popular movie had inaccurately depicted nerve agents being carried in glass beads or spheres. So, anyway, yeah, not plastic but glass. So, yeah, anyway, that this was like some of the false like stories of the chemical weapons program. Basically, apparently, somebody was just watching this movie to help them make things up.
Jesus.
Nice.
Good job, people.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make anal beads, and then we're going to make these anal beads have some poison in them. And what we're going to do
Yeah.
then is we're going to make them crash easily so that they
Yeah.
blow up
Yeah.
easily. So
Those
you might
beads
die
are
if
too
you
long,
handle
General,
them.
sir.
Hey, well, you know what? That's not my problem. That's your problem. You're the fucking lackey, and you're going to die handling this fucking...
Trying to stick these
Carcinogenic.
into your ass without them breaking.
Yeah. Take your anal beads elsewhere, pal, because these are fucking, just for the movie. Yeah, no, I mean, in no way, shape, or form would anybody use that situation to put poison. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and who's watching this movie and trying to do things?
If you're
from
watching
it?
this movie as gospel and you're like, that's what we're going to do, you're already fucked. Like, you're going to lose no
Yeah.
matter what, because that's ridiculous.
My notes consist of just quotes from the movie. This movie's fucking hilarious, John. What are you talking about?
I mean, honestly, this movie is there for comedy. It's not there for serious, but it was supposed to be serious. Right? Am I right? Am I right?
I don't think so.
Yep, I agree. I mean, I don't think it's serious. I think Bay, he's just wanting to have a fun movie, I think. I don't necessarily think he's being serious. But I think there's like this sort of adolescent male, like there's still this sort of like jockish attitude or masculine attitude towards violence and stuff too that goes along with this that I don't really necessarily like either.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Boo, that was the 90s, John.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
jeez. Never mind.
Hating on
Sorry.
the 90s.
I mean, who doesn't
That's
hate
all
on
right.
the 90s? Unless you listen
Yeah.
to Pearl Jam. Unless you got Eddie Vedder on the radio.
Pearl Jam's. Hey, I love Pearl Jam.
Oh, I mean,
love
what do you
Eddie.
mean? Come on. Talking about fucking
I love Pearl Jam.
nothing more. No. I can picture Connery singing there. He's like, nothing more. No. Nothing more. Oh, no. It's better, man. Better, man. And then Nicolas Cage is like, give me some fucking slack. I like Nirvana, man. Anyway.
How in the name of Zeus's butthole did you get out of here?
Oh God, that
God,
was terrible.
that-
So
That is
funny.
It's so
John,
bad.
name another person on the planet that would deliver that line like that. Deliver that line,
Nobody.
period, and then deliver it like
Nobody.
that. There's nobody
But
else.
to really to put the
Nope.
emphasis on butthole
Yeah.
the way he did, yes, right?
Zeus's butthole. That's Nicolas Cage's acting. He goes,
Actually, you did a good job there, Denny.
I wonder where Tarantino was in
But-
the script because I didn't really see any really snappy dialogue.
No, the Zeus's butthole thing was ad-libbed by Nicolas Cage, and he insisted that Bay kept it in, even though Bay wanted to cut it out.
It would have been like, Nick, I don't like that. No, it's good. Trust me.
It's part of the character. It's part of Michael. You got to listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Zeus's
What are
butthole is
we
a classic
talking
line.
about? Really? It's like, no. It's like Greek thing or something, because this guy's smart and it's like other gods. So he's smart. That's what I'm saying here is he's smart.
He's definitely not smart. Sorry, my notes are nothing but quotes. You're the Rocket Man. That's you.
Yeah.
You ever heard that song? John, you're the Rocket Man.
Yeah,
That's you.
great. Good song by Elton John, right?
Yeah. Did you get that he was supposed to be a music fanatic from his character?
Not quite. No.
Yeah,
No. What else did we get hints about that?
So the very first thing that happens to his character is he gets like a limited edition Beatles record.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the whole thing with it's hilarious because listening to him talk, he tried to like put all this nuance in his character. He's like, well, I came up with the idea of like, he doesn't want to swear because he's a very kind guy, but by the end, he's swearing. And you're like, that is the simplest character arc I've ever heard in my life. He's talking about it like it's some great hidden idea about his character.
So
Right, I know,
Goodspeed
yeah.
became Godspeed.
Yeah, there
Right.
you go. Ooh.
Yeah, and also about the music, like the line where someone comes up to him and says like, so you're some kind of chemical freak? And he goes, chemical super freak, actually. That's supposed to be super freak. Rick James. Right?
Right,
How
because
stupid is
any
that?
true music connoisseur idolizes that song.
Yeah, the Beatles and Rick James.
Yeah, right.
The most
Cocaine's a hell
popular
of a
music
drug.
ever.
And Elton John Rocket Man. I mean, it's, I don't know.
And there was somebody in the script that liked music because one of the majors in the movie, Major somebody, that major's name was Tom. So there's a Major Tom in the movie too.
Of course.
Oh, of course there is. That's
Ground
cute.
control.
It's so cute.
Yeah. Pretty stupid.
Ground control to
Right.
Connery.
John, did you not laugh when the guy got shot with a missile, flew across the air, only to land on a spear sticking out of the
I mean,
ground?
it's perfect. It would
He was
happen.
going to die anyway, no matter where he landed, but he got freaking impaled.
Right. He had to land on it. Yeah, I didn't laugh. I was like, yeah.
Come on. It was so stupid. And he also came straight down. He was going so far horizontally, and then all of a sudden he
That's
was going
right.
straight down.
And you just drop off a rocket like straight down.
As soon as the rocket loses grip on your clothes, you're plummeting
You're
straight
done.
down.
You're going
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
in a straight line. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah. Makes sense. Science.
Science. Physics, really.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's Michael Bay physics. Come on. Get on board.
Glass or plastic. Glass or plastic. Glass or plastic.
I
thought
gotta go
that's-
take a break a second. Nikki needs me upstairs real quick. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back.
Go. Glass or plastic. Glass or plastic.
Glass or plastic? Glass or plastic?
You can end up either in a glass jar or a plastic bag.
Nicolas Cage acting masterclass. Glass or plastic?
So you see, students, is what I did is I gave the other actor an option.
What he did was he just said, fuck yeah.
He said the lines.
Can we get a cup of coffee
Strangely.
in here, please? Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
That's pretty good.
Come on. Can we get a cup of
I'm
coffee
from the
in here,
federal,
please?
the FBI. Well, I'm
the
Stanley
FBI.
Goodspeed. Well, of course you
I'm
are.
Stanley Goodspeed. Of course you are. A-hole. A-hole.
So did you enjoy it, TC? Like, was it?
It's not mine. I laughed hysterically at multiple parts.
Nice. That's what,
But
that's
they
what I
weren't
was
supposed to
hoping
be
for.
funny. They weren't supposed to be funny.
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't think they were meant to be funny when they wrote the script, but they just ended up with Nicolas Cage. So you fucked.
I mean, there was definitely supposed to be stints of humor in between things. Like, there was the scene where Nicolas Cage asked Sean Connery, like, what is he going to do? Are you going to be fine? And Sean Connery turns around and gives him like a double thumbs up. He goes, okay. Well, what do you mean? That's pretty funny.
I mean, it's not bad.
Not bad. Not as good as the unintentional shit. That's just horribly hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's Nicolas Cage. I can't take him seriously.
Dude, I kind of want you to watch one of his good. You haven't seen Adaptation?
No, I remember that one, though.
He's really, really good in it. He's really good in Leaving Las Vegas.
Well, I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah. He was good
Yeah,
in that,
I mean,
right?
he's yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But he's still annoying. Like his
Yeah,
lines are still shitty, and he doesn't relay them well. He just looks good as a drunk when he looks fucked up, and they make him look olive.
Yeah. I'll watch Adaptation then because he doesn't play a drunk. He just plays.
That's a weird one, though. That's like isn't that like a fantastical one where they're just in a world that doesn't exist in
No,
our world?
no,
No?
no.
Okay. Maybe I don't know that one as well as I
Yeah.
think I do.
He's like a writer. He plays two people in it. He's like twins, and one of the twins is the main character, and he's a writer trying to adapt a book that's like about flowers, and it's super hard to adapt because there's no real narrative.
Sounds so stupid.
No, dude, it's good. I swear to you, it's
Yeah, we
good.
got this movie. It's got no narrative, but it's got an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this Nicolas Cage is just double duty. He's got 2 roles. It's fucking great.
He's good. I'm telling you, he's good. I'm telling you. Chemical weapons expert knows about missile guidance systems. I thought that was a good question for myself.
I mean, it's a reasonable question.
It's like maybe it's a hobby. It's like sometimes the things you make go fly around, so you might as well know about how they fly around.
Trajectories,
Perhaps.
velocities,
Microchips.
Shit like that.
Metal tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm back.
you're back.
Hey.
No, yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah.
Are we done yet?
No. Do you think
Almost.
almost? I get a lot of making of in this movie.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oof. All right, so we'll just tune out.
Yeah.
I'll go get a
No, it's
drink.
good stuff though.
You know, you talk.
Did you guys notice how they ripped off Platoon at the end of this movie?
No.
No.
Oh, like I'm assuming it would be the scene of the guy getting shot, right? Of Willem Dafoe being shot. Would that be the Platoon scene they're ripping off?
Yes. And the Nicolas Cage scene with his arms on his knees with his arms over his head with the flares.
Right, with the flares. That's
Yeah.
kind of a Platoon riff.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Those were great, though.
Dude, some of the shots in this movie were crazy. Like the shot there where the plane flies over him when he has the flares. That was awesome.
Do you really think that guy would ever see a flare? Come on.
Yeah. Green smoke.
No.
Come on, man. He's trained. He's got those eagle eyes.
Flares. We got flares. I was like, come on. Crock of shit. That dude's dead in the water. Those fucking things are already dropped directly on Cage.
So before we get into commentary stuff, one last narrative thing. Did you guys understand the end of the movie at all? Very end, last like 30 seconds of the movie?
Like him letting him go and then the other people come into the island and
No, the
What do you
last
mean?
30 seconds.
what was that?
See, you guys don't even remember because it doesn't make
No,
any
I
fucking
don't. I
sense.
tuned out by the
John,
time I got there.
Can you think of it, John?
No. All I
It's-
know is no.
You're
I
gonna
thought,
remember when I
like,
tell you. It's really
okay,
weird.
But yeah, I'm with TC. Like my idea at the end of the movie is they let him go, and they're like, they just talk about how he was vaporized and they couldn't find him, and that's
Yeah,
sort of
right. Like
That's
when the
not the
Free
end.
Willy movie, when the Free Willy sound starts coming on, like the Free
Dude, the
Willy soundtrack.
Holy crap.
That
worse.
soundtrack sounds like Free Willy. It's like, where's
It's
fucking
pan
yeah.
flute, right?
Oh, it's terrible.
It was real bad. There were a couple of scenes whenever like Sean Connery was trying to see his daughter, it was really sappy, like synthesized
Yeah.
pan flute music.
Ooh, pan flute.
Ooh, gotta love that. Number
Ooh,
97 at the end of the
pan
100. It's
flute.
pretty unused, but it's a good one. The end of the movie is when Nicolas Cage comes running out of a church in like a Hawaiian t-shirt unbuttoned, and he hops into a car that says "just married," and they
crap,
giggle.
Right. They steal from the priest.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. You ever want
right.
to see what JFK was killed? Do you
Yeah.
want to see what killed JFK?
Right.
Did that
What
make
a
any
joke.
sense to you guys?
So Connery,
No.
yeah.
Is that
So-
really what they were going to find?
That's what Connery gave him.
Yeah, but the
There's
whole
no
reason
diamonds?
why the whole reason why Connery was in prison in the first place is because he had all this dirt that he wasn't supposed to have on the U.S. government, and that's where he hid it.
John,
So
when did he describe that? I've seen this movie probably 5 times, and I missed that this time too. I just must not pay attention whenever the hell he's describing that portion of the movie.
I thought that it's like one of the slimy FBI guys is talking about why he's been kept.
Oh, so it's not.
one-
Oh, is it the guy with the slick hair and the little mustache? I fucking
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
that guy. That guy was
yeah.
that guy was hard to look at. He was a bad actor. His
Yeah, he
mustache
was-
was gross. His hair was gross. I could smell him through the screen. It smelled like shoe polish and hair wax.
Ooh, shoe polish and hair wax.
He smokes cigar. I bet he smokes cigars.
Oh, you think he was a cigar guy? Do you think he was one of the
Yeah.
guys who would like chomp down in the end and get it all wet so you couldn't share it with
Yep.
anybody
Yep.
else?
Yep.
Yep.
Walk
Yeah.
down a
Yep.
crowded sidewalk.
And he also has a wide walker. His legs are very spread as he kicks his feet out in front of him. You got to watch out.
Yeah. Low hanging fruit there, folks. He's just fucking needs to get his legs apart. Don't worry about him. He's got a tiny mustache and a tiny what? I don't know.
Exactly. I'm glad we all
Yeah.
are on the same page.
I feel
about
like
that
he's
character.
a booze hound too, right? Like he's
but
sneaking
very well
one
hidden.
in the
That's
corner.
why he's good at. That's why he greases his hair so you can't see him sweating because it looks like he's sweating no matter what.
Looks, I'm always wet. Wait, what?
You can't be drunk when you're always wet.
You can't be drunk and sweating when you just no. That doesn't make sense. I'm drunk and sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I missed that completely. That's pretty funny. But that was, as you were saying, John, they had an idea, a fully fledged idea. Michael Bay actually wanted to make it in the 90s, a sequel to this movie.
Yeah.
Where since Nicolas Cage stole the secrets of the government, they were after him, and he would have to enlist John Connery's help again to run away from the United States government.
Right.
So we're gonna blow this up, and then we're gonna blow that up.
Sean might be retired from acting. I don't know.
He is. He has been for a while.
Acting.
Yeah. Which is too
He
bad.
might be. Why? Why is that too bad?
Because
Thank
he's
God.
the man. Dude, I love Sean
No,
Connery.
he's terrible.
What?
Horrible. It's awful.
What?
That's
What?
terrible.
You're crazy.
He's
Oh.
a shithead.
Dude, he was Indiana
he's-
Jones'
he's
dad in
good.
the third one.
He's good. He's good. He's good. He's James Bond. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's James Bond.
Yeah, I'm being an asshole. You know I'm being an asshole.
I don't
Come
know
on,
you're being an
fine.
asshole. You don't like Nicolas
yeah.
Cage.
Hey, so I don't. You fuck him.
Exactly.
No.
See?
I don't care. Either one of them.
So yeah, highly recommend. John, do you want me to send you this Blu-ray if you don't have it? Let me know. Either way, it's definitely
okay.
worth it. It's pretty
Yeah.
funny. They're recorded separately, which is I'm kind of glad they were because they'd probably just talk to themselves if they didn't. It was them all separate, and it was Michael Bay, Jerry Bruckheimer, Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris, and Harry Humphreys, who is the technical advisor and a former Navy SEAL. And they talked. There was some good stuff. Nicolas Cage mostly talked about his acting choices.
Sure.
Which, as he is wont to do.
Yeah, Ed Harris talked mostly about his interaction with everybody else. Michael Bay talked about his motivation, his previous career. Jerry Bruckheimer talked about the making of the movie and how weird it was. And the Navy SEAL guy kind of justified how accurate most of like the military stuff that happens in this movie is,
Oh wow.
which is weird because it seemed
Yeah,
kind of
that's
cheesy.
weird.
Yeah.
Right.
So in the first scene, some of this is going to revolve around the narrative too. I thought they were killing people to get the missiles in the first scene. What did you guys think? Did you think that people were dying
I thought people were dying.
What
John?
in the what? What's
when they were stealing the missiles in the very beginning?
Oh. I think people were not supposed to be dying there. I
Really?
thought that was the idea. Like they didn't want to kill anybody, right?
I guess, but I mean, so they were. I didn't notice this. I thought they were shooting people and shotgunning people and killing people, but they all had like tranquilizer darts and they had beanbag
beanbags.
shotguns.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
shot people off of like platforms.
Right. One dude like fell off the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can't be good. He's gonna
No.
die.
It feels bad.
His neck, his back are broken or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And these guys are supposed to be the best, right? So they fuck that up. They accidentally kill people on their no kill mission, and then they go and something as easy as like don't bump something with your body. They bump in the missile place and like kill one of their own soldiers. So I'm back to the narrative part. I should have gone to the commentary. This movie doesn't make any goddamn sense. These people
No,
are
it
bad
doesn't.
soldiers.
You love it.
Yes.
The worst part.
Actually, I mean, I did enjoy it. I'm not going to watch this movie ever again. Probably.
Again?
No,
what?
I'm not.
You love this
I'm not going
movie.
to.
You're going. No, I'm saying you're going to. Get out of here. You're alive.
Yeah, maybe eventually.
Oh,
I have
I
no
gotta watch
desire
it.
to. Right. Most of the time when I like a movie, I have like a little bit. I'm like, ooh, when am I going to watch that again? But this one, I'm like, never, never again.
Oh, Jenny,
Oh.
what are you doing on Sunday? Should we watch Nicolas Cage?
Oh, I can eat some gummies and watch some rock. Is that what you're talking
I
about?
could go get fucked up and
Yeah.
watch Nicolas Cage.
I can sit there and watch the fucking movie and go, why didn't I become an actor? It can't be too hard.
Well, you weren't born into acting royalty, which he was. So
That's true.
That's too bad. That's
Yeah.
too bad. I should have been.
Wait, what is he? Coppola? He's related to.
he is
who
Francis Ford
related?
Coppola's nephew. He's cousins
He's
with
a
Jason
bum.
Schwartzman. The cinematographer in The Rock is actually his cousin, and that cousin is the son of Talia. What's her name? Talia Shire or something like that. She was
No
Adrian
idea.
in Rocky. You know what I'm talking
No
about? Talia, whatever.
I
her
mean,
name
we
is.
know who you are talking about now,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she's also a Coppola. So he's like, I mean, the Coppola family is huge. Like Sofia Coppola is his cousin.
Right.
Wow.
So
I mean,
he's
pretty
in there.
cool, I guess. I don't know.
He actually went as Nicholas Coppola for his first few movie roles, and he switched it because he wanted to make it by himself,
Oh, he's paving the way.
even though everybody hiring knew who he was. So
Sure.
Yeah. No shit.
Nicolas Cage decided to do this movie because he just won an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas, and he wanted to do something completely different from that movie.
That movie was good. Have you seen that, TC?
Yes, I have. It's good.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
And this movie is completely different from that movie. Probably
Well, yes.
as different as a Nicolas Cage movie could be. So he's a genius, really, is what I'm getting at. He
no,
knows what
no,
he's
no,
talking
no,
about.
no. Don't you ever say that.
He is a genius.
He's a doofus.
Ed struggled with his character more than most characters that he's ever had. Not even just more than anybody else in the movie, because that would be a given, but more than most characters Ed Harris has ever had. Think about that one. I have nothing else to say about that, but that's what he said, and that is confusing to me. Because
Seems like a crock of
character
shit.
sucked. And he was the guy in Truman Show. Come on. He was the man in the moon in the Truman Show. Come on. He was in
Yeah.
Apollo 13. Come on. He was in Gone
yeah,
Baby
but-
Gone. He's been in so many good movies.
Yeah.
Eh,
Michael
eh.
Bay calls his style of movie cutty. He used that term frequently. And it
What does that mean?
means he plans and shoots and edits his movies to cut frequently.
Oh.
And it keeps the energy up, in his opinion, which works to his audience, I guess. The average shot in this movie was 2.5 seconds long, which is quick in the whole general scheme of things.
Good trivia, Denny. Thank God I know that. Don't know what I would
You
have
guys
done.
know how Michael Bay started?
He just like blew up some fucking backyard
And it
somewhere.
looked nice and someone hired him?
Yeah. He's
Very
like, oh my
close.
God, I'm going to do this.
John, do you know?
No.
He was a music video director for like 10 years.
Oh, really?
He worked on a shit ton of like very famous bands' music videos.
Wow.
Nice. That's interesting.
Yeah. Jerry Bruckheimer and Don Stinson needed somebody to do Bad Boys and got him because they liked his music video work so much.
Oh, nice.
Because I was looking at this list earlier and they're like pop, like 80s. You're an 80s boy, John. The 80s had some weird popular music.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. It was definitely more original than the 90s.
Yeah.
It was a fucking smorgasbord of weird shit. What do we got? We got Greg Allman, Faster Pussycat, Styx, Chicago,
Sticks.
2 Sticks,
Six was like, I think they were like a Christian band.
Tina Turner,
Ooh.
Lionel Richie, Meatloaf,
Nice.
Meatloaf.
4 Meatloaf videos.
Awesome.
And he also did commercials. He did the Got Milk commercials.
Oh, well then.
And he won 2 years in a row. Won best. There's apparently awards for commercials,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't know was a thing.
Mhm.
He won 2 years in a row in the early 90s. So, and that was all before he did Bad Boys. So he was doing like, 3-minute things.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
So it totally makes sense why he would be such a cutty little man.
Cutty little man.
Cutty little man. Nick Cage said at one point, I like words. I like words. I like funny words.
Oh, I like words.
Oh, dear.
Freaking break.
Yeah. And the way he said it too was like he was being thoughtful about something.
Right. I like words.
Oh, I like words. I like
I
words.
like words.
Like we all like words, you fucking idiots.
I like words.
I
I like
speak
putting
them,
words together.
And when I speak words, it communicates something to somebody else.
And when I
It's
do it, I want it to
impressive how it
be
works.
like,
real.
like I make noise and someone else hears that.
Here's that.
And that to me is
It's wild.
magical. It's
It's-
really crazy, actually.
Yeah,
You know, the beauty of Hollywood really is that you can discuss words with other
Right.
people's words.
And with
And we can all
combination of
words
images
together.
is the magic of Hollywood.
Yes. And the sun's always out in the words when we're wording together.
VX gas is real.
Is it?
It
in
is
a
real.
ball of green?
No, not in a ball
Thing?
of green.
Oh, okay.
And it's also not weaponized and airborne.
Oh, but you can eat it.
You could eat it. You would die.
And you would die. So would you have to stab yourself in the heart, though?
Nope. I couldn't find
Okay.
any. I went to I read through the Wikipedia page for VX, and there was nothing about stabbing yourself in the heart. So I assume.
But you just put yourself on a watch list, Denny.
Yeah, you might be on a what? Nah, he's white. He's fine. I mean, let's be honest, right? Like he's gonna look up there like, oh, he probably watched
No.
fucking
Wait.
that Nicolas Cage movie. You
That's
know?
fair enough.
Oh, I'm just coughing up the sky, guys. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
no big deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure he watched the Nicolas Cage movie. He's not.
Yeah,
he's
he's
fine.
nice.
Blah. That was
Hey, you
gross.
all right over there? Is the smoke
Ah.
too heavy? Do you need Sean Connery or Nicolas Cage to help you out? Maybe
do.
give you a ball of
Sean
VX
Connery-
that you chew on? Don't die because it's not real.
Michael Bay let Nicolas Cage run with his own ideas, which was original for Nicolas Cage, because typically the directors would rein him in.
Sure.
So what? We
but-
got a bunch of money. We got a couple takes here. Go nuts for
But-
two
but,
takes.
like,
That's,
this is
isn't that
like
weird?
Ni-
Because he seemed reined in this movie.
But he was at the top of his powers, right? So he's like, he's why Sean
This is the
Connery
beginning
was
of his
there.
powers. He was the top
Right.
of his powers like 3 movies after this.
Oh, really? But,
Well, I
but
mean-
this is why Sean Connery
Wait,
came
so-
on board, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a way of knowing what reined in for him is?
Well, have you seen
You
all
got
his
data,
movies, dude?
You got data.
I
You got
watched.
data?
You should watch Vampire's Kiss. That is the most unhinged Nicolas Cage There is.
I'm pretty sure that if you give me any more names of movies I should watch with him in it, I'm going to put them on the list of I'm never watching this movie and then check it off.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Vampires.
He's the worst.
I would suggest watching the supercut of Vampire's Kiss on YouTube. It has like the best parts in it. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh wow.
It's really, really out of control. I can't believe it's a real movie. It's confusing how it's like a movie that he's in. Nick talked about how he doesn't like CDs because they skip.
I mean, they do.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
He's like a 13-year-old.
As opposed to what?
Records.
Dude,
He's like,
I
I
had
want
my
him to get a
mini-
record because I don't like CDs.
I had my,
'cause my CD
I had
player
my
skips.
mini disc player. I had my mini disc player, and it was better than the CD player.
Records skip too, Nick.
No, we can put them in you can't put them in your pocket though.
Well, no, only during an earthquake. Jeez, man.
You can
Learn
scratch
your
records.
record science, bro.
Oh God.
Everybody signed on to this movie without a full script, so they were kind of writing it as they went along, which wasn't that apparent. Would you agree? I mean, the story made like sense, like pretty simple, kind of. No, doesn't matter.
Sure, whatever. Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, one of his tactics is that he thinks of acting as music. That is an insult to music.
Wait. Say that one more time for the listeners,
He
because I
says-
can't believe that anyone would equate acting to music.
He thinks of lines as notes. He thinks of scenes as like choruses. And when he's by himself,
God.
he has the lines as notes and he tries out different notes and sees how they sound. I think that's probably why a lot of his, like the way he says words aren't normal ways to say things, because he says them in ways that he thinks sounds cool as opposed to them being good.
So he's
Wow.
actually mentally ill.
Yeah, maybe. Or he just is an outside thinker. Maybe that's it.
Can you imagine if Tom York was like, no, man, I see music as like delivering a line
I was like, acting.
in
I see
a
it's like a
movie.
movie.
Well, I'd
But a
believe it
Michael
because he's
Bay
good.
movie
Yeah.
where they blow up and you just have, dissonance in the notes, man.
Bad analogy,
That would
TC.
never
Tom York is
happen.
good, right?
That's what I'm
No.
saying. That would never happen.
That's true.
That would never happen. So you can't have the actor saying it's like music. That's a diss to music.
Yeah.
That is a
And a diss to
pathetic-
acting. Really, he's insulting everybody.
Yeah, you're insulting everybody, and we're just all sitting here going, "All right, Nicolas Cage, you got
Can
it,
I have
bro."
some of your money,
Yeah.
please?
Fair enough.
The scene where he's sitting with his without any clothes on and like shorts and playing the guitar. He came out in a set in a bathrobe and took it off, and he was wearing a purple Speedo. And Michael Bay told him that, "Don't do that shit, man. We're making a movie here."
Oh man.
That's
He's like, "I thought it would
funny.
be funny. I never seen a guy in a purple
This
Speedo,
is
so
how
I thought
so
it'd be funny."
weird actors are. I don't get it. They're such
Holy
strange
cow.
people. Like, imagine showing up to your job, right? And you're walking in, you sit down at your desk, and you take off your pants, you got your purple Speedo, and you're like, no, I thought the meeting would be a lot funnier this way. And your boss is like, get out of the office now. But since we need you here for the shot, stop doing that, man.
Yeah.
We need to shoot a movie here. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, but that's
That's
what you get when you
crazy.
sign on Nicolas Cage, right? You got to know what you're getting yourself into.
No, that's what you get when you work in the entertainment business. You never know
Yeah.
what's going to come up.
Yeah. The chase scene was inserted into the movie. It didn't exist in the first cut. They needed something to
Oh,
give
wow.
the little kid, like, so Michael Bay thinks about his demographics as he's making the movie, and he thought the way it was flowing without it, he's like, well, kids are going to be bored because we just had a long scene of exposition, and now it's like them getting to island. Like, there's no action here. We need an action scene.
Yeah. Okay.
So they just inserted this action scene that really didn't do anything. Like, I never thought about this, but it doesn't do anything. They're at the same place
but-
they were before.
But it was a good chase.
Yeah. That chase scene, also the shoot, was the biggest clusterfuck, quote, of Michael Bay's career.
Oh, really?
For every 2 blocks they needed to close down in San Francisco, they needed 5,000 signatures for the residents. They needed to provide them with valet parking and food and like all these other accommodations. So it cost them a
Holy
shit ton of
cow.
money.
Damn.
Yeah. This is a funny one. Nick Cage, when they're shooting the car scenes, the close-up shots of their faces when they're like talking on phones or whatever, they're in a sound studio and they're in a car. The car isn't moving, but the people outside holding lights are moving, and he's shaking the camera. So that's fine by itself, but Michael Bay is also making car noises with his mouth to get the actors into it. So he's like, and he's like shaking the camera. Can you you imagine?
Oh,
This
that's
movie is
funny.
like, $100 million budget, and it's got Michael Bay and 3 light guys just
Doing
like,
sounds.
shaking cameras and going,
Yeah.
"Brrr,
Yeah.
brrr."
Yeah, the PA got his biggest moment yet. He's like, nah, come in here, man. Make a truck. He's like, make a bass. All right,
All right, that's a wrap, guys. That's
dude,
Print
we
that.
got it.
We're
Thank
printing
you,
it.
PA.
Yep,
Thank
nice.
you, everyone else. Go fuck yourself. John, you're on your second night quote. Good night. Everyone else, go home. We got the take. We got the car sounds. Perfect. Beautiful. Love every second of it. It's movie making, baby. It's
magic.
Hollywood.
It's the magic of Hollywood.
It's how you poop magic.
So you guys assume that Nick Cage improvs, right? That's the assumption everybody has.
I
had that
assume
assumption.
he's
Yeah.
not aware of anything that's going on around him
He
at any
doesn't
given
improv.
time.
Not ever.
Oh, really? He's always reading from the script, but
No,
then it's
so that's
just
not
with
true
his
You're
either.
act.
telling me all of him is intentional?
No. Well, so what he does is it seems like improv because nobody on set knows what he's going to say. But at home at night, he's coming up with things that he thinks are good that are
Jesus
not in the script,
Christ.
and he says them. So like even as an
He
improv
knows
line,
too
some of the shit
much.
he says is terrible. But the fact that he thinks it out and like puts them against other options and then chooses what he chooses is pretty fucking
Is
hilarious.
Oh,
ridiculous.
so he's not like, oh, wow.
So he's at home. He's like, Carla was the prom queen. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty. All right, write that down. Put that top of the list. Well, spend some more time on that one. Come back to that one
Oh.
later. I don't know.
He's working hard.
I think he might be. He's poor
Well,
little brain.
his day to day is probably a lot less than ours, and he's making a lot more. So I guess
Unless
more
he's
power
shooting,
to him.
right?
I mean,
I would
yeah,
assume.
but you make a ton of money that averages out. That's a lot more than we're making.
Yeah, but he's pretty prolific. He's still doing tons of movies.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think prolific's the word we want to use here.
I will use
I
prolific.
think he's just doing
flailing
his job.
through life.
Yeah, he's doing his
He's flailing
job.
through a very, very good career in Hollywood.
Yeah, and he's not doesn't have any
And
issues.
I like
but-
the guy. I still like
I
the
do
guy.
too, John. I really am a huge fan. I've seen almost every one of his movies, and after watching, John, watch Vampire's Kiss. I swear,
Oh, yeah.
if you're in the right mood for it, be like he
Yeah.
is. The movie isn't realistic at all, but if you want to see a deranged, like if that was his only movie, you'd be like, this guy is going to kill himself, and he is insane. He needs help. That's the
And that's
the vibe.
good.
That's
This
great.
is good.
It's great.
This is good work.
it's the best.
the good speed does the good work.
He does things in that movie that nobody else in the world could or would do, pretty much. And
Cut
I love
me
him
some
for it.
friggin' slack, dude. Just cut me some
Got me some
friggin' slack.
friggin' slack.
You know,
Michael Bay, that underwater submarine part when they were going underwater to get to the rock. That was one part that Michael Bay put his foot on the ground because the studio wanted to cancel it because it was super expensive and not totally necessary. But Michael Bay walked off the stage or whatever, walked off the set and said, well, I'm not going to do it unless we have that in the movie because he was promised it when he signed on. And the studio threatened to sue him for $60 million, which
Oh
was
my
at
gosh.
that time the budget of the movie. It grew later, but that was like the initial budget. So that happened for like a couple of days until they finally gave him the submarines.
Huh.
Submarine
Jeez.
part was okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it was fine. I didn't
It wasn't
know
worth
it was
being
that
sued for
big a
$60
deal.
million.
Yeah.
Michael Bay had a lot of moments where logic came into play, and he said to himself, "Screw it, it's entertainment."
Sure.
Yep, that's Michael Bay for you. That works. That's fine. He's making money.
makes sense.
The that underwater set was $1 million set, and it was the most popular set during that year in Hollywood. Apparently, if you make a really cool set, all the studio executives come and check it out, and they do it while you're filming. So while they were filming all
Oh.
the sets when they're under there, like they had, all these execs from all the other studios behind the camera watching. So there was like extra pressure on all the actors during those scenes.
I don't think that happens anymore.
Probably not. I've never heard of that
Yeah.
before, but
Yeah.
apparently,
I don't think that's
Michael
a
Bay
thing.
was talking like that used to be a thing back in the 90s.
Yeah, now it's so streamlined. They don't want anybody on set. Leave
Yeah.
us alone. We're doing the job. We've got the fucking budget. Fuck off.
And if
Suit.
I bet someone tripped and ruined it, and they got sued. And they're like, all right,
Yeah.
no more of this,
Oh yeah, not even that. It's just like some asshole spoke about it on Twitter somewhere. Like
And
you can't
ruined
even
it,
trust
yeah.
anyone and ruined it. Yeah.
Oh no! Speaking of that, though, we just watched The Force Awakens. They let people onto the Millennium Falcon set before the movie came out, but they had non-disclosures and stuff.
Oh, NDAs.
works.
Yeah, so you can lose your fucking life if
Yeah.
you even talk about it. Yeah.
A cool shot in the movie was they were like in the tunnels and they threw like a bomb down and they jumped into the water, and there was a shot where they were underwater and the flame was going over them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really did that.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
They had 5 jet engines propelling flames above them They had to stay underwater for 45 seconds or they risked getting very badly burned.
Oh, holy cow, not stunt doubles here.
Not
huh?
stunt doubles. Nicolas Cage said it was the most frightening thing he's ever done in his life.
Wow.
Huh. Wow.
And both of them, like,
That's pretty cool.
there was days of deliberation where they were just like, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. This is fucking frightening. No fucking way. Are you
Suit
serious?
was like, hey, your check cleared, right? Get the fuck in the pool.
Get in the water.
Get in the water. Shut the fuck up. Let's get it over with, huh?
I would not do that. I'd quit acting. I'd be like, I'm too scared, man. That sounds scary.
I don't think you would. The check cleared. Again, reminded, the check cleared.
Yeah, but you could die or get maimed or something. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
you just got paid like fucking $2 million in one sweep. Sit in the fucking pool. Stop being a bitch.
Yeah, maybe.
I would. I'd shut the fuck up. Like, no worries, boss. On it. I'll just practice my breath holding. Sure. 1, 2.
Oh, I gotta
three.
sneeze.
I've watched that Radiohead video where he goes, no surprises. He's underwater. I'll just watch that until I'm good. It's about 45 seconds.
The ex-Marine said he went off set one time, came back, and somebody was on fire from the feet all the way up to the waist,
Jesus.
and he sprayed him with the fire hose. And Michael Bay ran up to him and goes, dude, what are you doing? You just ruined the take. And it was the scene where one of the guys in like the minecart scene where he was on fire.
And what'd the firefighter say?
Well, the ex-Marine thought it was
fuck-
real.
go
but
fuck
it was
yourself.
just a stunt double on fire for the shot.
Wait. So the guy who's hired to be on set to be come on, that doesn't make any sense.
He was the ex-Marine guy. He was like the Marine consultant.
Yeah, but they all know what they're doing here. We're on set.
He is not a movie guy. He wasn't expecting to see somebody on fire.
So the motherfucker jumps in, grabs the fire extinguisher, and ruins the take.
Yep.
Man.
Jesus Christ!
Michael Bay
What do you
wasn't
think
too
we're
upset,
doing
though.
here, dude? Yeah, well,
He wasn't
'cause it's
upset because he was like,
that's
wait a minute, you thought that
adorable.
looked real? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, all right, then we're doing it right.
Wow, I hate these people.
Yeah, buddy.
I hear shit like that, and I'm like, I fucking hate Hollywood.
Nicolas Cage sometimes reads, frequently reads off cue cards. He comes up with lines for himself right before the shoot of that day, and he can't memorize them. He doesn't have time for it. So he has somebody hold cue cards, and he reads them.
For
As
his
he delivers them.
quote unquote ad libs.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's quote unquote
Wow.
ad libs. One of the time where he does it was that glass or plastic scene where he has his like hands behind his head and he has a gun to his head.
Oh,
Reading
nice.
off a cue card. Yep.
wow.
There is a shot in this movie when Ed Harris dies. He gets shot and he falls backwards. And if you slow-mo it, you can very, very clearly see he's falling onto a gym mat that's like 1.5 feet thick.
Oh,
And it's just because it cuts so quickly and the action's so linear that you don't see it, but it's really in the shot. Ed Harris thinks James Cameron is an asshole
oh, why?
because apparently James Cameron is an asshole.
I mean, it might possibly be. I
The
don't know.
reputation of James Cameron is that he's very hard to work with and he yells at people.
Oh, nice.
Michael Bay, on the other hand, is a very nice guy, very nice to work with. He directs sternly, but he's not unreasonable and he's friendly. So that's good.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. Wait.
All right, good night, folks. Would you put this on your top 250?
I don't even think this movie gets that question.
Yeah, you don't even think he gets it?
Would you
Well,
put this in the top 5 90s action movies?
Let's put it in the top 500 of all time.
Nah. I don't know.
This
I'd
is
have
definitely
to
one of
assume-
the 2,000 movies I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Hey, let's put it in the top 20,000 of 20,000 movies we've never seen.
Yes.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
glad
guys.
we didn't.
I'm glad that we did this, though, because I'm in the mood to go back to these
All right, what
Yeah.
do we got next?
quality.
Yeah, what do we
flicks.
have next?
We're going to watch
Don't tell me it's a 1950 fucking movie, black and white. God.
1995.
Oh, thank God.
Sweet
Free
Spot.
Willy? Gotcha.
Free Willy 2. Martin Scorsese.
All right.
Oh, is Leo in it?
No.
All right then.
Casino.
All right.
Okay.
De
it's a
Niro,
good
Sharon
one.
Stone, Joe Pesci, James Woods, Don Rickles.
Let's go.
Cool.
Let's do
That'll be
it.
good. All right,
Yeah.
folks. Good night.
Thanks,
Fuck
guys.
off.
Yeah, go to
See
our
you
website,
later.
Mission 250 Filmcast. Thanks for listening to this one. Yeah, thanks, guys, for humoring my decision. And next, so you guys get to
Of
think of what
course.
you want to do that
Yeah,
we all
it
have
was
to
fun.
watch.
Fun, Denny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night, John. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
All right. TC. All right, yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week, Casino. Later, guys.
All right, bye.